Hello people, first of all I have to say something. The issue with the incorrect subscriber display I addressed in the previous video special is one thing, but what really pisses me off is the fact that YouTube has been deleting a lot of comments lately. And I'm not talking about filtering comments out with, for example, links and putting them into the spam folder. No, they are deleted, gone, completely. And to make it even worse, those are usually comments in which people ask something. I see them in my notifications, I click on them, the page with the video opens, and the comments are not there. And I highly doubt that people would delete their comments right after asking something. Call me paranoid if you want, but this clearly looks like an attack against me. Because people will end up thinking, oh look, I asked something, but instead of answering, this guy just deletes my comment. What an asshole! Unsubscribe, dislike. I swear, if this bullshit continues, I will have to upload my videos someplace else. Like Facebook or Instagram or fucking Pornhub for all I care. And now let's talk about mods. I decided to make a classic Skyrim review this week simply because the special edition is clearly losing popularity. It's just because of the whole script extender thing, which might never happen after all. And so I think it will be better to make more classic Skyrim reviews instead of switching every week. I will of course continue to include links if the mods are also available for the special edition, and if there should really be some cool special edition only mod, I can still make a single mod review. What do you say to this? Sounds good to you? Make sure to let me know. Damn, there are so many interesting looking mods this week. Looks like this is going to be a somewhat longer review, so be well prepared for the ride. And this is also exactly what the first mod is about. Ride sharing by Matje. Damn, what a transition. What this mod does is pretty obvious, isn't it? Just as the saying goes, sharing is caring. With this, you will be able to let your follower ride on horseback together with you. No need to get an extra horse for them, just give them a horse amulet, which you will receive after you load your game. And they don't even need to wear it, it just has to be in their inventory, and they will mount up together with you. As you can see, it also works with custom followers. Clara has her own follower framework, and it still works like a charm. It even works with custom mounts from other mods. I tried it with some creatures from Tamba Jumba's mounts here. Those aren't even horses. The wolf mount, for example, uses the wolf skeleton and animations. And the same goes for the other mounts. And it still works without problems. The only inconvenience here is this jittering the follower does during movement. This happens due to the Havoc physics, and the author is currently working on a fix. One way or another, this mod is a really cool idea, and its realization is a truly impressive work. And now we shall go on a little treasure hunt. With the mod New Treasure Hunt by Sorias. This is just like the vanilla game, a bunch of treasure maps scattered around Skyrim. The author did some really good job with the drawings, they look just like vanilla ones. And this is also how this mod works. Once you read one of those maps, a treasure chest will appear in the specific location and you will have to find it based only on the drawing itself. Look here, for example, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Might be near Riverwood or Falkreath. Let's check it out. This does not seem to be the place. It's not here either, so it's not Riverwood. And this looks a bit different too. And this is also not it, so it's not Falkreath either. The thing is, it's really hard to find those treasures. You see, the vanilla maps at least give you a vague location, but the modded ones don't even do that. So yeah, what do we have here? An orc stronghold. Yeah, and then you have to go somewhere to the mountains. How many orc strongholds with nearby mountains do we have in Skyrim? So, what can I say? This mod is definitely something for hardcore explorers. Are you familiar with this problem? You rented a room at an inn, but the NPCs keep walking in and disturbing. Well, with the mod GTFO My Room by Banjo Bunny, that won't happen anymore. I don't know, I never had this problem because I almost never use ints. You know, right? Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits. And so do I. But seriously, yes, I can imagine it being unimmersive. There are two different options you have here. The normal GTFO, meaning only random NPCs will stay out, and followers will still be able to sandbox and use chairs. And then there's the special Snowflake edition. Now what the bullfuck is this, you ask? It just means everybody will stay out, including followers. This is actually all there is to it, just a little immersion fix. I am standing at the Skyforge, and we all know what that means, right? Weapon mods. Starting with Break of Dawn by Remiros, available as a one-handed and two-handed sword. Fitting to its name, there are sun symbols on the blade, and what's really cool, there are scabbards, even for the greatsword. Very nice, a really sexy weapon mod. Next we have the Ceremonial Greatsword, another mod by RONNIE MAGNUM. Well, this one somehow reminds me on the old school times. I mean the PS2 or PS3 times. Probably because it's so bulky, and just look at those cubes. Well, it still goes well with that armor. Next, we shall obviously check out some armor mods. Yes, this week is rich of everything. The Witcher 3 Armor Geralt of Rivia by ALBERTSOS. This is a big bundle of armors from Witcher 3 obviously, and it's called Geralt of Rivia because you also get his head. Okay, that sounds creepy as hell. Let's say it's a mask. You know, a totally realistic looking mask. Like in those old Mission Impossible movies. So, this mod adds 13 armors and the mask that includes almost all the Witcher gears. At least the Grandmaster Ursin armor is included, which was my favorite in the game. At least in terms of optics, the best in terms of stats was definitely the Wolven Grandmaster armor. It was really nicely balanced and allowed the use of cool hybrid builds. Multiclassing for the win. Usually I would say oops, wrong game at this point, but why not talk about Witcher 3 a little bit? We are looking at Witcher 3 armors after all. And besides, Witcher 3 is a great game. I love it just as much as I love Skyrim. I really hate it when people start those which one is better discussions. Those are two different games, you can't compare them. They are both epic in their own way, and they are both landmarks in the world of gaming. Enough said. One more armor mod, people. I placed this one last for obvious reasons. Tempest Armors by NANIGA SHITEMPEST. Yes, it says armors, but there are actually lots of weapons too. And the armors are quite average actually, nothing special. But the weapons are really interesting. They have nice unique models with even nicer effects. It's a real gem of a mod, made by a Japanese modder. You don't see this kind of stuff uploaded to the Nexus usually. Here for example, Bloodthorn and Blood Whip. Those weapons drain some health and have the ability to reanimate corpses if you hit them. And the whip is really a whip. And how about some bow action? Does something seem off to you? Those are actually arrows. There's also a bow which looks like an arrow, so we are shooting bows. But then I took a bow to the knee. And here is the mightiest weapon of them all. The hoe! It's just for fun, however, has no special abilities. Alright, now come some over-the-top weapons. Huge Spear. Yeah, nice name. Its stun damage enchantment rises with the number of undead you kill. It also activates a sun shield when you block, and if you use the block bash, it places a sun rune on the ground. The huge staff only shoots lightning, nothing special. But next you shall witness some really badass weaponry. You have to summon those first. The Daedric Launcher, for example. Holy shit, did you see that summon animation? Let's see it again. And yes, this is a rocket launcher. I don't know who the hell thought we need one in Skyrim, but let's be honest, it's pure genius. But we can top even that. Yes, seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rabbit Launcher. My personal favorite. I guess this is like the Fat Man from Fallout, but even more awesome. Even more deadly. What an epic mod. So, if you are not yet convinced, then I don't know either. As usual, I saved the best for last. Here we go, a quest mod. Unslaad English Voice by the Skyrim Voice Alliance. Yes, this is just the English voice pack for the mod Unslaad by Wiccan. Just like with Vigilant back then. So obviously you need the original mod too. It's not a very big quest mod, only 80 MB, so as usual I will make it as spoiler free as possible. The quest itself starts at a cliff at High Hrothgar, where we find a strange doll, and as we interact with it...
Won't you jump too?
This cat literally asks me to jump. No, I'm not being rude, it's really just a talking cat this time, not a Khajiit.
Are you drunk? I've been here longer than you and there was never any doll.
Well, I really tried to talk it out, but the cat is really pushy, and at some points even the game tells me to jump. So I'm ending the review here, because I don't want to spoil what happens. Okay, fine, I'm joking. Of course we jump down, and end up in a strange new place. And after a little conversation with Aisha the cat...
Doesn't really matter. Let's focus on getting you to the castle so you can speak with that girl.
We head to the really awesome looking snowy castle to meet the half-dragon girl.
Oh! Are you a friend of Artis?
Okay, hold on. I just have to point out how similar this is to Dark Souls. A snowy castle with a really long bridge, a half-dragon girl who looks almost exactly like crossbred Priscilla. Yes, no doubt. Okay, I didn't expect her to have such a cheery voice, but it's cool.
Pleased to meet you as well. My name is Arisa. I do hope Aisha wasn't rude to you.
And there were also no cute snow spirits in Dark Souls, that's for sure.
Need something? Need something?
Anyway, at this point we can continue to talk to Orisa and hear her backstory. But I'm seriously ending the review here, because I don't want to spoil too much. So, this is it for this week's episode. Everything as usual, links in the description, endorse us, like, subscribe if you feel like it. And very important, if you post a comment and it disappears, just post it again. I'm not deleting anything. And with this said, I wish you some happy modding and see you around.